This is my audience made up of my brother-in-law and my wife. All right. Hello. It is true that we live in healthier times. The average American has a gym membership and works out 3 times a week. Most people care about their bodies and the world we live in. We all eat every day, but what we eat may be harming us and the world we live in. According to Healthline.com, meat diets have shown to increase the risk of cancer, heart disease, and raised blood pressure. Meat consumption also leads to the release of greenhouse gases such as CO2, methane, and nitrous oxide into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change such as global warming, according to FutureLearn.com, a platform for learning about any scholastic subject. It is true that meat is a carcinogen. According to WebMD, eating pork liver is the top food transmitter of hepatitis E, which infects 20 million people per year. It sometimes can lead to inflammation of the heart or pancreas. Also, raw or undercooked pork sometimes causes parasitic infections called Taenia solium or pork tapeworm. According to another article found on the same website, red and processed meats should be consumed in moderation because even 2 or more servings a week are associated with an increased risk of heart disease and mortality. In 2015, a World Health Organization evidence review concluded that processed meats are a proven cancer-causing substance. The research included studies of nearly 30,000 adults who were followed for up to 30 years. The research found that those who ate just 2 servings of processed meat a week had a 7% higher risk of heart disease and stroke. Those who ate 2 or more servings of unprocessed red meat had a 3% higher risk of heart disease and stroke. So as you can see, by including red meat into your diet, you are increasing your chance of an early death. If that's not enough, then what about the fact that slaughterhouse conditions are inhumane and slaughterhouses may have many secrets to hide from the public? According to sentientmedia.org, a nonprofit organization dedicated to creating transparency around the use of animals. Scared animals are often treated with total disregard. The animals are crammed into confined spaces and murdered mercilessly by machines. There are over 2,500 slaughterhouses in the United States. To give more perspective, that's an average of 50 slaughterhouses per state. On January 19, 2019, over 400 million land animals were already killed in slaughterhouses in the United States alone. That's less than 3 weeks into the new year. While slaughterhouses aren't ideal for animals, they're not ideal for the workers either. Workers are paid low wages and some were even denied bathroom breaks. The workers had to wear diapers just to get through their shift. The disconnect between the public and the truth behind meat consumption is paramount. Slaughterhouses aren't the only ones to blame here. Many corporate farms are at fault as well. According to PETA.org, there are free-range farms that claim to have free-range meat, but it doesn't specify how long the animals are actually allowed to spend outside or how much space the animals should be given. Much like factory dairy farms, animals are kept in crowded spaces, mired in their own waste. I ask you, how is this healthy? Many people believe that switching to a plant-based diet will cause protein deficiency, but this is far from the truth. Most plant-based substitutes carry as much protein as meat. A plant-based diet can provide protein from a variety of sources such as vegetables, beans, tofu, lentils, and much more. Plant-based meat substitutes are also an option such as Impossible Burger, Beyond Sausage, Morningstar, etc. They can easily be implemented into any recipe. According to PCRM.org, a nonprofit organization dedicated to saving and improving lives of humans and animals through plant-based diets, by switching to a plant-based diet, this will increase chances of health-related issues such as type 2 diabetes, cancer risk, and high blood pressure. Plant-based foods are full of fiber, rich in vitamins and minerals, free of cholesterol, and low in calories and saturated fats. Plant-based diets have also shown to be helpful in weight management because it usually contains fiber, which is very filling without extra calories. Removing meat, cheese, and eggs from your diet decreases a significant amount of fat intake. With all the benefits provided by plant-based diets, how could one still eat meat? If animals could talk, it wouldn't even be a debate. We are living in a time where food shortages are affecting our everyday lives. It takes less energy and time to grow food than to raise and kill livestock. The solution is as simple as buying less meat and buying more plant-based foods. By making this switch to a healthier diet, you will be contributing to a better humanity and a better world. I mean, just imagine a world with less cancer diagnoses because people have decided to go meat-free. It is possible. According to MayoClinic.org, it is true that plant-based foods such as fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, and whole grains are packed with nutrients, and research has shown that eating a lot of them is linked to lower cancer rates. More specifically, young women who ate the most fiber-rich diets were 25% less likely to develop breast cancer later in life. This is because plant-based foods prevent cancer by boosting fiber consumption. A world with less cancer scares is a world I bet we all want to live in. And this can be made possible by saying goodbye to meat and welcoming more plant-based foods into our lives. It might seem difficult at first, which I am not doubting. It was rough for me and my wife when we decided to go meat-free. I suggest slowly weaning yourself off meat because meat addiction is serious. Maybe start with first cutting out red meat, then gradually cutting out poultry, then cutting out seafood, then finally cutting out dairy. It is possible, and we can do this together. Meat consumption is slowly deteriorating the lives of humans and the life of the earth. By switching to a plant-based diet, we can reverse this because plant-based foods are rich in nutrients and are proven to be better for the environment. I ask you to make the right decision for the future of humanity. Thank you. And again, this is my audience made up by my brother-in-law and my wife.